so I thought I would have been better at this, but I wasn't. I literally just completely forgot I was supposed to be doing this. Oh wait, I need to put my glasses out. Yeah, I just completely forgot about this. Oh well. Anyway, here I am, Revelation 12, because yeah, 10, 11 was last night, so we're on to 12. Let's get down and do this. The Revelation of John, chapter 12, the woman and the dragon. A great sign appeared in the heaven, a woman clothed in the sun, with the moon under her feet, and on her head a crown of 12 stars. She was pregnant and crying out in birth pains, the agony of giving birth. Another sign appeared in heaven. Behold, a great red dragon with 7 heads and 10 horns, and on his hands 7 diadems. His tail swept down a third of the stars. Third of the stars of heaven and cast them to earth. And the dragon stood before the woman who was about to give birth, so that when she bore her child, he might devour it. She gave birth to a male child, the one who is to rule all the nations with a rod of iron. But her child was caught up to God and to his throne, and the woman fled into the wilderness, where she has a place prepared by God, in which she will be nourished 1,260 days. Satan thrown down to earth. Now war rose in heaven, Michael and his angels fighting against the dragon, and the dragon and his angels fought back. But he was defeated. There would no longer be any place for them in heaven. And the great dragon was thrown down, that ancient serpent, who is called the devil and Satan, and the deceiver of the whole world. He was thrown down to earth, and his angels were thrown down with him. And I heard a loud voice in heaven saying, Now the salvation of the power of the kingdom of God and his authority of Christ has come. For the accuser of our brothers has been thrown down, who accuses them day and night before our God. And they have conquered him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, for they loved not their lives even unto death. Therefore rejoice, O heavens, and you who dwelt in them. But woe to you, O earth and sea, for the devil has come down to you in a great wrath, because he knows that his time is short. I'm just here. Yeah, I'm keep going. When the dragon saw that he had been thrown down to earth, he pursued the woman who had given birth to the male child. But the woman was given 2 wings of the great eagle, so she might fly from the serpent into the wilderness, to a place where she would be nourished for a time and times and time and a half, and for half a time. The serpent poured water out like a river his mouth after the woman, to sweep her away with a flood. But the earth came to help the woman, and the earth opened its mouth and swallowed the river that the dragon had poured from its mouth. And then the dragon became furious with the woman and went off to make war on the rest of her offspring, on those who kept the commandments of God and held the testimony of Jesus. And he stood at the sand of the sea. Okay, that's a lot. The woman give birth. Is the woman church? The church, but the church gets married to Jesus. Jesus is already there, but then church and Jesus have offspring, and they're the rulers of the world. We are the offspring of the church and Jesus. We are also brothers with Jesus. I don't know. Family tree, weird. Like it gets very complicated. Like, the whole point of the Christian life, Christian marriage in particular, is supposed to represent, it's supposed to be an analogy for the perfect marriage between Jesus and the church, which is why men and women are supposed to be the ones who can marry, mainly because they can have children. And therefore, we as the people of God are the children that is being represented. But on the flip side, we are also inheritors with Jesus on the same level, like we also inherit So we are seen as the also sons of God, which I suppose Jesus also is. So Jesus is both our Father and our brother, which actually makes a lot more sense because Jesus is also God, and God is supposed to be also in this analogy our God and brother. Okay, so like that actually makes a lot more sense now when I think about it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the woman's supposed to represent the church. I'm not 100% accurate on that. It's very weird. I don't know. All I know is that Satan tried to eat it and maybe and failed eating the baby, and has definitely failed, and he's hopefully failed going after the woman. But yeah, it's a lot. Also, that's the most explicit I've ever heard Satan being Satan, and the implication there is that he was once allowed in heaven, which I kind of thought was a Catholic idea. Because it's like, it kind of, I don't know, it just didn't sit right with me, the idea that Satan used to be an angel. But now it's saying he is. Or very least some angels joined him. So, yeah, that's a thing. I don't know, there's a lot here. Yeah. I meant to do this earlier and I just forgot. That's really bad of me, I know, but it's true. I also haven't had breakfast. I will go do that. You have yourself is important. I will go have breakfast. I did clean the room though. I did do that. Haven't had food yet though. Oh, other thing on note, one of my videos has gotten 500 views. I don't know how many of them are unique people, but something tells me it's probably a lot. So that's a fact that I don't know what to do with, because that's a lot of people. Yeah, for some reason my videos are kind of popping off right. The last few I'm kind of gone down back to normal numbers, which is like, oh, but they're still actually also getting numbers, which for a long period was not normal. Like most of them were getting 0, which I don't know. So if you see this, it's like, thanks for watching. You've probably also clicked off in the first 30 seconds of the video, so it doesn't really matter. But at the same time, it's like, thanks. Please comment and discuss what your thoughts on this passage are, because I'm a bit lost in confusion. I think that's my rough estimate. Also, discuss this passage, or at very least Revelation, please, because someone in my other comments mentioned blue, because it's mentioned in the Old Testament. I was very confused, because there was no blue in the parable. You weren't talking, you just mentioned blue. Why did you mention blue? It wasn't relevant to the video. I don't know what you wanted. You just mentioned blue being very common, and it's like, I haven't even found blue yet in this thing. It's an Old Testament thing, which, like, obviously things are related, but I'm confused, and I don't know, and I tried to ask for clarification, and then you were just like, oh, it's not in this version. Well, you're reading a different version, but you're talking about the Old Testament. So why? I'm so confused. I do want to be discussing Revelation. I want to make this like, I get, like, I want comments, but also I do want them kind of to be relevant to Revelation, please. Please. Reading Revelation 12 right now.